Hi YouTube, it's Kevin here, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm bringing you guys my September favorites video, but before we dive into the video, I wanted to make a couple of channel announcements. First of all, so you guys know that I do review videos every Sunday, with the exception of the last Sunday being the favorites video, which is where you're at now, but for the month of October, I will have a little bit of a different schedule. So it'll look a little bit like I'm going to do review videos like normal every Sunday, with the exception of the last Sunday where I put in my October favorites, but there will be spontaneous uploads throughout. So there might be double uploads with like days that aren't Sunday, or there might be triple uploads, I don't know. I'll be uploading a little bit more in October just because if you guys have seen some of the earlier content posted on the channel, I vlogged a lot. And October is actually going to be a little bit more of a travel month for me. So I will be vlogging a little bit more here and there during October. So yeah, with that out of the way and these announcements, if you haven't liked and subscribed, do it now. Also, for the subscribers that are returning, thank you so much for your support. I'm really appreciative of hitting 100 subscribers recently, and I really want to reiterate that to all my supporters. So thank you, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's dive into it. So for the first section of September favorites, I'll include the hype, because obviously, if you're following this channel, you're relatively a hype beast, or you're a friend of mine, whichever one it is. Fashion and hype tend to be like a converging sector within two groups. And so, in general, September I have taken up a lot of this like oversized fit kind of clothing, fashion, etc, etc. And so one of the favorites, as for brands of oversized fit, I would suggest are the Fear of God PacSun Essentials line. So these are a collaboration with Jerry Lorenzo and PacSun, where he designed a lot of essential pieces with minimal branding on them to, release to a, more budget-friendly public. And so I picked up a good amount of the collection because oversized clothing is something that I'm like really raving right now. And so a lot of the short sleeves in multiple colors, that was really cool. I'll probably end up reviewing them sometime on this channel, I just don't know when. I'll leave a link down in the description box in case if you're interested in checking out the collection for yourself. There should still be some left, last I checked. For the next thing, kind of evolving the oversized fit idea. So I'm currently wearing an oversized sweater right now, so oversized sweaters, oversized hoodies, it's the same concept, but I also wanted to share with you guys specifically this one, and well, the one that I also use, the off-white one that I've already reviewed on this channel. This one is from All Saints, and it is literally the most comfortable go-to oversized sweater in September for me. September's that awkward month for me where it changes like from really hot to really cold. And sometimes you just need like a really nice sweater for sweater weather. And yeah, so those are the main things for clothing and fashion styles that I'm kind of raving right now. Let's talk a little bit more about sneakers and a little bit of the hype there. So I'll start it off, or kick it off, with this shoe right here. So this is the Adidas Yeezy 700 Boost. 750, 700? I think it's 700. So this shoe I slept on for the first two releases, and every single time I didn't get the shoe, I regretted it. And Kanye re-released it this month, and I copped it. Finally. But, yeah, I've been wearing this a lot because it's a very convenient, like, slip-on shoe. It's, like, super comfortable. The Boost is, like, a little weird for me, but I can explain that more in, like, a separate video. Probably comparing the 500 to the 700. But this is still a really nice shoe. I think it's ugly, and that's why I like it. I don't like things that are too pleasing to the eye sometimes, because if you just look good all the time, then why? Like, you're never gonna look good all the time. There's always gonna be one day where you have a bad angle, you have a bad, like, hair day or whatever, like, ugly things are important, and it's important to have a good balance of beauty and ugly in your life. So, yeah, I was really happy about getting the shoe, and I wear it pretty frequently just because it's really comfortable. So, as for another shoe favorite of the September 2018 favorites video, this Common Project Chelsea boot, which I've already raved about in my shoe collection, but September is also, like I said, that month that's a really nice transition between hot and cold. And so I find myself wearing this a lot since you really don't see snow, which is something that is really bad and harmful for materials like suede. So yeah, I try to take advantage of these fall months with my Chelsea boots. It's gonna be winter soon though. Anyways, this will finish it off for the fashion segment of the video. I've been pretty much just rotating these few fashion items. It's just oversized fit, skinny jeans and a Chelsea boot, or it's oversized fit with a Yeezy. It's super simple. I love it. It's just like it's a book that literally tells you that it's easy to dress and you don't have to put effort. That's the beauty of it. Anyways, let's go to the next segment. Alright guys, so for the next segment, I want to cover some of the hobbies that I really saw pop off in September 2018. So for the first one, it's cooking. So I have a hobby of cooking. I kind of have to because counting macros and being a little bit of health freak is kind of relevant when you need to control a lot of what goes into your body and micromanage that stuff. But yeah, so I developed this super exquisite fish recipe because I got so tired of eating chicken breast as my primary source of protein. And so you'll kind of see a little bit of the cooking videos now. And then you'll see kind of the finished product here. Anyways, so yeah, it is a very quintessential Asian swai recipe seasoned with salt and pepper, a little bit of sesame oil, cooked in canola oil, and brought to a broil. The fish is absolutely delicious. It's just such a convenient fish to use on a day-to-day basis, and it just tastes so much better than chicken breast. It's definitely a September favorite because I spent a good 7 tries perfecting this recipe, but after I got it right, I got it right. So that's a hobby favorite. Another hobby favorite is that this month I actually really started being active in joining 2 clubs on campus. So the clubs that I joined are KCT and JCT. KCT is Korean Conversation Table, and JCT is Japanese Conversation Table. And effectively they're just clubs where you attend and you practice the respective language with some native speakers who are actually fluent in the language or have studied the language for a really long time and are practically natives. And so, yeah, so joining those 2 clubs has been a really big hobby favorite because, I mean, learning languages is always fun. Fun fact about me, I'm trilingual right now, I guess, because I don't consider those 2 languages fluent. So I speak fluent Chinese, English, and good enough Spanish. And so trying to go for my 4th and 5th languages at the same time really hurts my brain since sometimes when you're trying to return something or say no in one language, the other language's no pops up and you're just what's going on? But yeah, that's a hobby favorite. I really like learning languages, and I also would really hope to survive when I travel to those countries, and so it's important. Learn languages. It's good for you. And the final hobby I'd like to share that's a September favorite is playing piano. So I think in my previous vlogs I've posted at least 1 tiny clip of me playing piano just for grins, but this school year I have been resolved, I resolved to finish learning the Animen's rendition of Swordland, and I finally got my crap together and started to progress the entirety of the first page. Now I'm learning the entirety of the second page. It's a 5-page piece, by the way. And so hopefully I get there by the time I graduate, but who knows, who knows. yeah, so I've been aggressively grinding that song out. My fingers hurt a lot because of it. So, that's just something that I'm working towards, stuff that I do that isn't YouTubing and fun. I mean, well, the hobby of YouTubing, 100 subscribers, that's definitely a favorite. So, thank you guys so much for subscribing and supporting the channel. Alright, so let's go to the next segment. Alright YouTube, so to finish off the September 2018 favorites video, I wanted to dive into my music favorites for the month. So I feel like music is one of those things that you actually should be doing favorites for month to month, just since like your taste changes, right? Like you listen to different music, like you never really go back to the same thing. You go to classics, but like you always like taste a little bit of different genres every now and then. And so anyways, to organize this the easiest way possible, let's start with K-pop, because K-pop is pretty big with me. Power Up by Red Velvet has been big with me. I'm Fine by BTS has been big. Idol by BTS has been pretty amazing. The entire album from BTS, the Love Yourself, is like the nice. I've been getting into a lot of the K-R&B stuff lately, so like the Instagram by Dean, Say Yes with Loco and Punch. I actually just I absolutely love Punch, so, like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I have an entire playlist just with her singing songs. So, Punch is amazing for me. Yeah. That kind of summarizes Eastern music. As for Western music, or generally just like stuff in the States, I'm waiting for Yandhi right now. I'm like really excited to listen to Yandhi. And on top of Yandhi, I recently heard an EP released by Ekali, E-K-A-L-I. It's more electronic, but there's a song in there called Forgot How to Dream, and I absolutely love that song. Like, it made me so sad when I first listened to it, because it makes you think, you know, like, wow, like when you grow older, do you actually like forget how to dream and have aspirations, and you just get bogged down by the real world, which is true, you do. But I mean, it's an interesting thought. I'd love to share my thoughts with you guys if you are curious in the comment section down below. But yeah, those are the music favorites, and that sums up this September fall 2018 favorites video. Thanks for making it to the end, guys. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. Join the family. It's fun. Yay. Anyways, review videos will be coming in October. A little bit of a tease. There will be a lot of Supreme in October as for review videos go. And on top of that, thank you guys for so much support and so much love. Like, I love reading through your comments. You guys are great. That's all I have to say. You guys are great. See you guys next week. Bye!